I am Diana Edelmann of Vegans, baby, and I am here at Main Street Provisions in Las Vegas, Nevada. Now, Milkadamia has a new oil, and I have passed it over to Chef Jessica Perlstein, the executive sous chef at the restaurant, to see what she comes up with. I am not a cook, but she is, so I'm gonna go see what she's made, and then we're gonna have some fun and go in the kitchen and cook it together. Let's go.
My name is Jessica Perlstein. I work for Main Street Provisions. I'm the executive sous chef. We are a modern twist on new American comfort food. I use the macadamia nut oil because I like the flavors that come out, especially when I'm sauteing it with the Swiss chard or kale, whatever we're going to use for our greens. And finish it with just a touch of the macadamia nut butter because I like the flavor on that as well.
Hello, Chef. How are you?
Good, how are you?
I am so good. Thank you so much for taking this macadamia oil and making a dish. I am so excited. What do we have here?
Well, today we have our braised greens with a little bit of pumpkin seeds on top to finish it. I used the macadamia oil to start it off so we can get the flavors going with it, and then lightly sauteed the white onions and finished it off with a little bit of garlic. We threw the greens in there. And we added a little bit of white wine for more flavors to come out, and then finish it off with a little bit of veg stock. And then I put a little bit of oil back on top too so we get the freshness of the oil for flavor.
I love it. So, $1,000,000 question, can I cook this?
I think you can do it. The biggest challenge is to saute the onions without any color.
So I am gonna go ahead and give this a little try. Those flavors, that's beautiful. So let's go cook this. Before we start making Chef Jessica Perlstein's dish, you're gonna teach me a tip. What am I learning today?
Well, today we're gonna learn how to saute onions properly without getting caramelization on them.
What's caramelization?
Caramelization just brings out the natural flavors and sugars of whatever we're cooking. So with onions, when we caramelize it, there's a difference between lightly sauteing and caramelization. So the caramelization, if we do that, it'll bring more natural sugars of the onions to come out. And we don't really want this to be sweet. We want it to be more earthy because the kale has beautiful flavor alone.
Okay. We've already got the braised onions done. The next step is just adding a little bit of garlic to this. So we're gonna cook that in there, add a little salt, add a little pepper. It smells so good in here, right? The next step is the white wine. I'm gonna slowly pour this in. And you're gonna let this cook down. We're waiting till the bubbles are getting a little bit bigger, and then we're just gonna add the kale in. I'm gonna do a nice big handful of that, and we're gonna wilt that down. So I'm gonna mix up the braised onions with the garlic. Oh, look at that beautiful green we're getting. And we're just gonna go ahead and add the veggie stock. We're gonna let it cook for a little bit more, and we're gonna add a little bit more salt and pepper to keep that flavor building. All right, so this looks like it is about done. And now it is time to plate it. It doesn't look as pretty as Jess's, but you know, it's okay, we got this, we got this. Then we're just gonna finish it off with a little bit of pumpkin seeds sprinkled on there. Some crispy onions, I love crispy onions. And then we're gonna add some macadamia oil. This is a great finisher for a dish. Just there's a little bit on there. And I think it's time for Chef to come try the food. So it may not look like your dish, but I feel like it's gonna taste really good.
I'm sure it will.
Will you try it, please?
Yes.
Thank you. Does it taste like yours? Basically?
You did really good.
Awesome. Thank you, Chef, so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. I had so much fun in the kitchen today. If you want to follow along at home, head over to vegansbaby.com/recipes. To get these products, go to amazon.com. If you want to follow us, we are all on social media. And if you want to get creative in the kitchen, use hashtag #JustOneTaste for a chance to be featured on Milkadamia's social media. We'll catch you next time.